this video is gonna have to be super fucking short. I just left the gym and what's it called? I was supposed to be on a meeting right now, but I promised myself I was gonna make a YouTube video, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm recording right now as I set my camera up just so I can get the intro out of the way. But what's up, men? Welcome to the first day of the rest of your fucking life. There goes the intro. But today, while I set my camera up, we're gonna be talking about how you literally create your own realities. Like, you create your own reality. Nobody can tell you how to live your life, and nobody tells you what emotions you should feel as you're going through life. You determine that and you decide that yourself. See, this morning, if you watched my stories this morning, you saw like I woke up late and I was feeling homesick for the first time in my freaking 18 years of being on this earth. Feeling homesick for the first time on earth, right? Hold on, let me get in. Let me grab my keys. Imagine I fucking locked myself out of my car and the camera's just recording. That would be fucking embarrassing. No, but today, guys, we're going to be talking about the fact that you literally create your own reality. And what I mean by this isn't some fantastical, majestical fairy tale, right? You literally create your own reality. And what I mean by this is that nobody tells you what emotions to feel. Nobody tells you how to go through life. Nobody tells you that, okay, when you go through pain, you should be sad, right? That is a sad life to live, because when I go through pain, I try my hardest, and I've been getting in the habit of when I go through pain, I feel joy, because I know the only thing that closes the gap between where I am and where I want to be is the pain between, right? So this morning I woke up and I felt like shit. I felt like I was homesick. I felt like I was missing something. I felt like, I woke up late. I pressed snooze on my alarm, and I felt like, my shit was just crumbling before me, right? I felt like, the momentum of my day is just deflated. I don't know how I'm going to go through the rest of my day. But then I was sitting there, right? And I was like, fuck, like, I'm so ungrateful for getting exactly what I asked for. Nobody prays to God and says, please make my life miserable. Please make sure I never make it anywhere in life, right? But you're asking for the same things when you're asking, please, God, let me have opportunity. God, put me in a place to share your name. God, put me in a place, because on the way to the things that you desire, that you're praying for, whether it's out of selfishness or out of love for everyone else, right? Nobody can tell the difference except you and God, right? But when I pray, God, put me in a place where I can positively influence other young men's life who may have not had somebody like the people I had in my life. Let me just share that with the world through your name, right? When I say that, I'm directly calling him out to make my life more difficult. Because to spread the word and to lead a fruitful life, it is not supposed to be easy, and it is not going to be easy. So when I felt downtrodden this morning, and I felt like all the momentum was zapped out of my day, and I didn't know how I was going to continue my day, it was in that moment that I realized, damn, I'm getting exactly what I asked for. In life, you get exactly what you ask for. And like John Mark Stevenson said, right, the law of attraction doesn't work without the law of action. So therefore, you get exactly what you ask for, given you do the actions that put you in a place to feel the feelings that close the gap, right? But this morning I was feeling that, and I was doing the actions, right? I woke up early, and it put me in a position where I was negotiating with myself. And then I negotiated with myself, and I lost the deal, right? I lost the bet with my brain, and I stayed in bed. And I woke up and I felt like shit. And God gave me a dream. This is my own interpretation. God gave me a dream to be like, okay, this is what you left from, right? When I was at home, when I was at home before I moved up here to go to this gym and go to the other gym and meet a whole bunch of cool people, I was like, man, fuck. I wish I could get out of the house. I wish I could go meet new people. I wish I could go be inspired. I wish I could, move out of the house as fast as possible. Just like all these people say, the first thing you need to do is leave your hometown so you can create your own reality, right? Like I said in the beginning, I did it. And now my brain, you always want what you can't have, right? And I was like, fuck, like, this is exactly what I asked for. I should be so happy and so grateful that this is exactly what I asked for. I'm getting exactly in life what I asked for. And I'm getting exactly in life what I put into it. Because in life, it doesn't happen to you. You know, I woke up late. That didn't happen to me. I didn't wake up late. It's not something that happened to me. It happened for me to realize that is exactly what I asked for. I asked for it to be harder. I asked for the pain that I'm going through. I asked for all this stuff because even every time I get in my car, I have a reminder of one of the reasons why I came out here and one of the goals that I have, right? It was a really big reminder, right? But it's also a reminder that all of the shit that I'm going through is happening for a reason. Because you don't become the person that can deserve these nice things and become the person that can deserve all of the things that the people I look up to have without going through some of the things that they went through. And sure, they can help you see the perspective to look at it from. But at the end of the day, the beauty of life is in the eye of the beholder. And I wrote on my arm this morning in pen, I create my own reality every day. Because every day when I wake up, I have an opportunity to be the person that can deserve the life that I want to live. And you should do the same. And I don't say this from a guru perspective. And I don't say this from a this is what you should do perspective. I say this from the perspective of myself and how I create my own reality. So you should do the same. Because I'm not leading other people. I'm showing other people something that works for me and something that I know will work for you, because the law of attraction paired with the law of action will only lead you to the point in life that you want to be, because both of those things are laws. They can never fail. They can never fail. If you sit there and you meditate and you visualize all of the things that you want, as I do so well every single day, and you do the actions that close the gap and put you in the positions to have the difficult moments that close the distance, one day you're going to open your eyes and you're going to see yourself behind the wheel of your dream car. You're going to open your eyes and you're going to see yourself on the balcony of the penthouse that you imagine. Someday you're going to open your eyes and you're going to see yourself with the wife and family that you imagined this whole time, right? That is why you have to be overly specific with the things you want, because in life, when you create your own reality, you get exactly what you ask for. So be really, 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 really specific. Because if you ask for a lot of money, God might let you win the lottery. And what happens when you win the lottery? 99% of the time you lose the money, right? So be really, 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 really specific and take that as a lesson and a metaphor for how you should create your own reality. Because every day when you wake up, you create your own reality.